But I mean, nobody's going to be working on Friday. I mean, like those who didn't go to the game, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, Thursday's going to be my Friday, and just take the next day off to recover from the big game. Well, we did. I'm going down Thursday. Yeah, yeah. Sometime. And we're going to be doing a pre-party and watch party in the rail yard. So it'll be down Friday. Okay, good. Yeah, the weekend. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. The Royals are playing all right now. They're like 2 games out of the wild card. Yeah, right there.
Yankee Red
right
Sox.
there.
Yankee Red Sox. Uh-oh.
That's okay. I have respect for the Red Sox. Was it a great game last night? Yeah, no. The fans. There's certain fans that I'll always give. Sure. Not players. But like, yeah, I can. The rivalries are great, and the Tigers are playing well right now. That's a big thing because the Royals have been trying to catch up the Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
The Tigers just won't lose, so that'll be a really good game to go to down on Friday.
Be a lot of fun. Well, JP, thank you.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Talking more Husker football. You can catch these guys in the morning 6 and 9 on 96.9 Kicks.
Yep.
Also, you can catch JP doing pressers, hanging out with us in the morning. Hookup down in the rail yard. Because you guys have been there every Saturday, won't you?
It's like 6 years now we've been doing it. Yeah. We'll be down in the rail yard every Husker home game Saturday. We're there.
Watch out for like Flying Runs us.
We've got the brand new Bud Light cans that will be Bud Lights will be down there. We got some new giveaways and prizes we have for you coming.
You guys are down there. Is it a couple hours before?
Yeah. Always about 2.5 hours before kickoff. So you can come down.
First Saturday is a 6:30 start, so roughly 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
you guys will get started.
We'll be down there. I think we've got DJ SK is going to be playing for that one this coming Thursday with the watch party down the rail yard. We got Tiago. We'll be doing it from KFRX too.
Thursday rail yard party.
Yeah, Thursday.
Hangover Friday.
Everybody's gonna have
what's going to be busy.
You should do like a social poll, like who is legit going to be working on Friday.
Yeah, like what'll be the most in this city? It'll be so unproductive on Friday.
Then it's Labor Day weekend too.
It'll be the first weekend of March Madness here.
Yeah.
That's the productivity level that Nebraska will get.
Yeah. Plus, it's Labor Day weekend. Like people are they're going to just shut out.
Right.
They're going to be done. No, like literally Thursday's going to be everybody's Friday. Because then you're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
The amount of football and drinks you can watch between Thursday and Monday.
It's epic.
I don't think they have enough beer at the stadium for game one, though.
For game one, 120,000. You don't think it's going to be enough?
You beat Cincinnati. You get a first night game.
Hey, you're a smart businessman. Like that's a 120 beer, 120,000 beers.
A lot of cans.
That's a lot of money right there, isn't it?
$12 a pop. You just do the math.
They're making bank now.
Bank.
It's gonna be great.
Be fun. JP, thank you.
You bet your brother.
Anytime. That's JP right there. We're gonna take our first break. We'll come back. We'll jump into more Husker talk and some volleyball talk. It's the epicenter starting tonight down at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Would you cover and stuff and basketball and
it'll be a busy fall.
How funny are those names?
The fact that they did it with just the basic kids. Like, okay.
Dane Key.
Yeah, watch Dane's like watching Dylan do it. He's like, well, I want to do it too. It's like, okay, fine.
And then Burke go, Burke. That's awesome. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, you bet.
Hi, Caleb. The stream is up now. I was getting asked. We're here. We're back. There it is. Stupid. We will send Moats the link today. He's probably going to be joining us from his car. He's got there's a big briefing. He's at briefing now, but then there's a press conference at 10:30 today. Boom, share that. There's that. Kobe said, "Did you celebrate your win too hard last night?"
No, just an idiot.
It happens. Boy, he is so good. What? Randy 40 added another coaching gig last night, officially Lincoln Yankees assistant coach here. All right. Oh, no. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy Friday. Elijah and YZ both losing their heads. Kobe's coming at you. I don't think they forgot. They just had some alarm issues.
Elijah.
We did this yesterday.
You're joking.
Mochi got us on the air for 2 days. We had to, yeah.
Well, do you know the name of the song?
No,
The Show Must Go On.
it does. It went on. We move it on. We're here.
It's Friday. See, the thing is, I was so excited about this show too.
You can still be excited. We got a lot of fun today.
I know. I just feel so stupid. Me and alarms. Oh my gosh.
Did you hit that? Was it the PM, AM,
No, I
or
have
just the snooze action?
I must have snoozed it in my sleep or something because I have the same alarms. They repeat every weekday. And instead of waking up at 7:30, I woke up at 8:53, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Why didn't I know where side of town you're coming from?
I'm not gonna make it. Yeah. So
Yeah, Kobe. I think that's yeah. He said, "Appreciate the music. Glad YZ can joke with himself." That you should joke with yourself when you do those kinds of things in life. It's just too short.
yeah.
Move on. You did it. You're fine.
But it's Friday.
It's right here.
We're-
Fullback's right. Dr. Dane Todd. Moach will be with us. I don't know if you've been watching, but golf started the tour championship. I watch it. Good gosh.
I watched a little bit. The field seems pretty open.
I also what I do like about what they're doing on this one is it's not you're playing with the same guy every time. They because usually you play 2 rounds and then there's a cut and then they pair you up by score.
Mm-hmm.
This is every day. So like
no cut.
Top 30, no cut. But what they do now is, so yesterday Rory and Scotty played together yesterday because they're the number 1 and number 2. But then today, based on how they finished yesterday, now it's different each day now.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Henley yesterday 9 under par. He made over 205 feet of putts yesterday to shoot. What was that? 61.
Well,
But you know what else makes golf look easy all the time? Scotty Scheffler, 63 yesterday. So they play together today. They're the last tee time today.
I was gonna ask, do you know, are these greens like abnormally large?
I think they are. They look big.
They look huge.
They
And there's a
look
lot
big.
of weird areas. There's a lot of like weird downhills and a lot of slopes.
Mhm.
So yeah, Henley was hitting a lot of putts.
A lot of putts. Other guys that played well yesterday, there's a lot of them because remember this year you don't get the advantage of how they did it before, where it's like you finished one in the FedEx, he had like a 1 or 2 stroke lead going into it. It's an open field. They're playing for $10 million, top price $10 million. And then stacked. This is the top 30. Kobe, you asked about no cut. They're cut in the FedEx, and I know you know this. You'd probably just give me a little crap. He said, thought only Liv does that. How could the PJ allow it? The cut in the FedEx is based on the top 125, 70, 50, 30. That's how they cut it out for these tournaments. But there were some dudes yesterday. Talking about stacked leaderboard. Russell Henry, Scotty Scheffler 1-2. Fleetwood, McIntyre, Thomas, Cantlay, Morikawa, all 6 under par yesterday. It's only a couple shots off the lead. McIlroy, by the way, 1 under today. He's at 5. Oberg at 5. A lot of guys played well. All running for that $10 million and eyes wide open on the Ryder Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Last time. Last chance to impress on the Ryder Cup. So watch a lot. It's a lot of fun.
I'll be honest, I'm still a little confused about the Ryder Cup. I heard him talking a little bit about it yesterday. So Keegan Bradley's the captain.
He's a captain. Yep.
And he essentially gets to choose
6 more. You get 6. So
including himself, or
he surely could. So you get captains. There's 6 automatic qualifiers. Those 6 are already established.
Mm-hmm.
He gets to go pick 6 more. He could pick himself. Based on where he's at, it's not outside the realm that he could do that. Okay. Rory McIlroy said you can't because it's too much media, too much this, too much that.
Is he the captain?
He's on the other side. He's not the captain. He'll play on the European side. I think I forget who the captain is over there.
So what does he care if somebody?
Just throwing a shot.
Yeah,
it's the banter. Last couple of tournaments, you've seen that where there's USA chance or European back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of talking because they're going to be at Bethpage Black in a month or so on American soil. Tonight, boy, before we get into, we'll get to some football. Man, we mentioned it tonight. The epicenter of college volleyball will be in Lincoln, Nebraska tonight. Big time match tonight. They got Pitt.
Who's always good.
I mean, they're going to play again. They're opening up with like a bunch of top 10 teams. They open up the tournament the year. It's a little showcase. Pittsburgh. Pitt's number 3, and they take on number 6 Stanford on Sunday. 6:00 tonight. I believe that's on Fox tonight. It's nationally televised stuff. Tomorrow 2:30 match. ESPN. Oh, Sundays ESPN.
I mean, what a better way to get a look at where your team's at. You can come out firing like that. New coach,
but familiar foes.
Yes.
Nebraska will be targeted. Number one out there in the country. Be getting everybody's best all the time. Bus Boom has history with Pittsburgh, going back to her Louisville days, right? It's a rivalry. Pitt won the last 3 ACC championships and 6 of the last 7. They shared 3 titles in the stretch. Louisville won the titles in 22, 21, and 2018. So there's history. Bus Boom knows what they're about, knows how to attack it. I think a lot of the questions tonight as you go is those position battles for volleyball, how they panned out. You'll know tonight as they take the court. Showboy Malk, who's going to be the libero. Outside hitters, who's going to be starting. What the middle looks like. That was one thing that was brought up from, I forget who did it, but their middle attack. The alumni match, when you watched it, they attacked our middles, and we weren't very good on the defensive side of the middles.
Okay.
So it's something to watch. Something to watch tonight.
Who would you normally have in the middles?
We got Jackson, Alec, then whoever else gets into there.
Does Harper play like outside?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Locked and loaded out there. She looks pretty special, different than last year.
I'm telling you, I'm getting out of the way if she's hitting a volleyball at me.
Absolutely. You'll also be watching that setter position. I just really feel like it's Bergen Riley. Consistency.
She did get announced as a captain, so, I mean, you would feel that way.
But you're going to see the other Campbell Flynn play, too, this weekend at some point.
Yeah.
Hard to keep her off. I know she's a freshman. 6'3", I believe.
I'll be pretty focused on football coming up, but I definitely need to get out and see some volleyball this year. They're
Got to
electric.
do it.
They're fun to watch.
Got to do it.
To anybody out there, if you haven't been to a Nebraska volleyball home game, man, Nebraska football games are electric, but it's a different feeling in there too.
This weekend, by the way, it's in a couple different areas, but this AVCA first serve showcase will feature 6 matches, including 5 matches versus top 20 ranked opponents. How about that? Because also on Saturday, because it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. If you want to watch some other good volleyball, if you're out and about and you're just doing it and you have an interest, like volleyball fans have that interest of other teams a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a football fan, you're like, casually going to watch football, but I'm really locked in on Nebraska. Number 2, Penn State, and number 12, Creighton play on Saturday at 5 o'clock on FS1.
Number 12, Creighton.
It's a big weekend for volleyball. Big time weekend for volleyball with this showcase, and as a lot of top 25 matchups are going to be really good stuff. But I would anticipate a big time crowd. I didn't know what the numbers are. I didn't know. I think they open up the entire Pinnacle Bank, I believe.
Do they normally play at Pinnacle?
No, Devaney.
I was going to say. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's going to be electric in there.
Get down early. 6 o'clock start. If you got tickets, go down early because it's going to be really busy. Parking. It's going to be. I've heard that they're treating this like a concert event tonight, with the traffic and the number of police officers out there, in and outs and things like that. Security wise, they're treating it like a concert night.
When you go to events like this, let's say it's scheduled to start at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
What does your planning look like?
3 o'clock, 3:30. Get parked, get settled, find a spot at one of the nice local places downtown. Get yourself ready just to walk across. I do that for basketball too. Basketball, we're about 3 hours.
What do you do to kill the time?
We sit there. My kid is one of those kids. It's like he's got to get there. We sit at the same spot.
Okay.
He eats the same food. We get there. We get set. I mean, at least 2.5 to 3 hours
to be
for
safe.
a hoops game. Now tonight, it's probably if you can. And again, I know it's a Friday. 6 o'clock. I would be trying to get down there by 3, just because the traffic going down and traffic trying to get out.
Oh, it's horrible.
At that time, get yourself established.
Because you always think you have more time than you do.
Mm-hmm. You never do.
And then you try and park, and then there's a line waiting, and you can't get into a parking garage or find a spot to park. And then before you know it, it's 5:30, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it. You pull a YZ on the morning hookup.
It's going to be a lot of fun down there. I'm going Sunday. We have tickets to the Sunday match. Could not pull it off tonight. I will be down in the area for a fundraiser, but cannot make it tonight. I'm sure the fundraiser I'm at, there will be a lot of people like this.
Yeah. Probably how I'll be at work.
You'll have it up, right?
Yeah. Well, it'll be televised.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, I want to make sure, but I'm pretty sure this tonight is on Fox, I believe. I have it right here. Fox. Yep, Fox.
Yeah, we'll put it up on the
First serve,
TVs.
6 o'clock on Fox. 8 hours, 24 minutes away right now. And like I said, Sunday, they'll take on number 6, Stanford. And that'll be a 2:30 on ESPN. Put yourself front and center on a big volleyball weekend. And then they finally they don't make their home debut until September 5th, Friday, September the 5th. That's when they'll make their home debut at 7 o'clock that night against Wright State. Because if you look at their schedule, they've Pitt, Stanford, they go to Lipscomb and Nashville, but then when they are in Nashville, it's called the Broadway Block Party. They're going to play Kentucky.
Wait, so where are they playing out on Sunday?
At PBA.
Oh, okay.
Pinnacle Bank. Both these big showcases, both are at Pinnacle Bank. Then they'll take off, and then when they get back on September 5th, then they get into their normal at the Devaney Center and the other away places.
Okay. What a way to start. What a way to start.
Oh, it's a dynamic start.
New coach.
Big time.
Good way to get all the eyes on you.
So
Preseason number 1, baby.
Preseason number 1. Be locked in if you're down there. Get to watch those ladies. They're athletic as all get out, and they're fun to watch. So, all right, let's take another break. We come back. It is football season. There's games on Saturday. We're 6 days away. We're going to talk about the slate for Saturday and how we're starting to get our feeling and mojo for next Thursday. That and a whole lot more when we return. All right, here's the slate. We got that up. Kobe. That crybaby Roy will insert his opinion on anything. Yeah. Roy has gotten turned into me like a little crybaby a little bit.
Yeah, like when you brought that up, I was like, what does he care if the USA
Just
picks
shots,
their own guys?
yeah, just shots across the bow for the Ryder Cup. Shots across. Oh. Let's see here. I'm gonna go. So dumb. Oh. They got a new, like, they're putting out, there's like a new video board down at Pinnacle Bank this year too. It looks really cool. DBK just posted out. Nice. Let's go.
Dang, that thing is huge.
You see that thing? Can't wait to go on Sunday. We're going to go down. I think we're going to go down for both matches, me and my daughter. There's a 12 and a 2:30.
Did she play volleyball?
She did, yep.
Yeah.
And we've been going to, let's see now, maybe 10 plus years to volleyball games together. I asked her this year because we have 2 seats at the Devaney.
Hold that thought. Hold up that.
Welcome back in the morning hookup. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Fullback Friday. Dr. Dame Todd will be here. He gave me that Forrest Gump running.
You got the text?
It's coming. Sometimes I dish out. There's punishment, in your house. I think I got one for you. I think you and Elijah should do this. Husker women's basketball. They're looking for male practice players. I'm going to send this guy. I think this is the punishment for one tardy.
Just go out there and get destroyed on the basketball court.
Done. Somebody try to D up like Britt Prince.
Maybe I need to do some like conditioning drills too.
Or no, you don't get to do that. You just got to bang down low. Get knocked around.
Come back in here with a black eye.
We're getting close to that, Todd. He said, happy Husker Red Friday. We're getting close to Husker Homer Fridays on the morning hookup. But what you can do tomorrow is watch some college football. There's a slate tomorrow. You're starting to get your brain wrapped around it, right? It's football. Nebraska's 6 days away. We're going to talk a lot about the game with Dr. Dane Todd. He's going to be down there, but he'll be working, be taking care of the team when he's down there. Boy, you get to wake up, got to do your daily routine tomorrow, whatever that routine is. And if you want to, you might as well just turn on ESPN around 12 o'clock tomorrow. Maybe one of the better. I mean, it's the highlight game tomorrow. A lot of Husker fans like myself I'm twitching just a little bit because it's in Dublin. It's the Ireland game, which went real well for us 3 years ago.
Some flashbacks there.
We gave one team their only win of the year. But it's a big one. Iowa State, K-State, Dublin. 12 p.m. ESPN. Then you can watch it all day long if you choose and put golf in the middle of it. But then you got Idaho State, UNLV. They're on the Mountain West. Fresno State, Kansas. You get to watch another top-ranked, not a ranked team, but one that is program is up and up at 6:30 on Fox. You can end your night by watching Stanford, Hawaii, 7:30 on CBS.
K-State, Iowa State.
22 versus 17. We talked about this in a little bit. Feels like it could be a Big 12 elimination game.
Huge.
And I know it's early, like Hooks. You know what you mean? Like that Big 12, you don't know. There's no upper end of it really. They're all together.
And like you just mentioned, it's two ranked teams playing against each other. The Big 12 is wide open. This has huge playoff implications for a game in week 0.
The winner of that is going to have it's going to be like, again, I know it's week 0. Like, come on. They're going to have a head start.
Yeah. It's a game that at the end of the season, they'll look back on and be like, okay, both these teams were ranked at the time. And like, yeah, it's week 0 and they might not put as much merit into it, but it's definitely going to have implications.
I'm looking at it right now, just from a conference standpoint. When you're looking at those two teams, the odds of those out there, let's see, not the ACC, the Big 12. Oh, there it goes, Big 12. And right now you're looking at 4 teams listed with the same odds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Arizona State, K-State, Texas Tech, Utah all have the same odds to win the conference. And they're not too far back there. They're distant, but it's Iowa State plus 1,100.
Even before, you got a few teams before Iowa State, don't you?
Oh, yeah. You've got in that mix a team I think you may have talked about or one, Baylor.
Yep.
BYU, TCU.
There's a mix of like 7 or 8 teams with plus 1,000 odds or less.
7. The 7 we just named. You got Arizona State, K-State, Texas Tech, Utah, Baylor, BYU, TCU. And if you want to throw Iowa State in there, they're plus 1,100.
Yeah. Right
Kansas
there.
plus 1,200. The drop-off comes after that. Kansas is at plus 1,200. Then it drops off to Colorado at plus 2,300. That's your dividing line. And we mentioned there's 11 teams right there that have a chance to go get this thing done. And those 4 up top, K-State gets this. Again, that's why we're talking about that. You get that big advantage. They're one of those teams at the plus 550 number.
I don't know who I like in this game tomorrow.
I don't even know what's the line. Do I have a line on it?
3.
Whew, 3?
K-State is 3-point favorites. Yeah.
Huh.
I'd say 2 of the best defenses in the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
2 teams that have quarterbacks with experience. Some head coaches that I can respect. I think the line, like sitting at 3, it pretty much makes sense. If this were a home game for Kansas State, they'd probably be more like 6-point favorites. Iowa State probably be closer to a pick 'em.
These are always those games that are like they're fun, but it's how does the game translate going that far to play a football game?
Yeah, over in a new country at 11 a.m. That's You got college kids going over
You know,
to a new country.
how does it translate
Mhm.
for those kids? Obviously, Nebraska played really well for a little while, then it stopped translating.
There might have been a reasoning behind that. That
A few.
should we say the 2 words? Actually, no. I don't even want.
No.
I don't even want to think about that.
Nope.
We're past it.
Right. 40 said Brit versus YZ. Brilliant, Hooksy.
I think she would.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, that's one thing. You have to be a student.
Oh,
But I just thought it'd be a good. I mean, just because.
I think Britt Prince would 21-0 me in a 1v1.
Oh. And she could spot you 18, 20.
She'd probably take my ankles and then point at me and laugh.
Yeah, I'd be so far back. I wouldn't even attempt that. I'm like, you win. You win. So you got football starting tomorrow, man. Boy, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Hey, in the afternoon, you got a really exciting game with UNLV and Idaho State. You gonna be watching that one
tomorrow? No, I will watch the 12 o'clock game, and
Yeah.
then I'm at that point, depending on what's going tomorrow, my day will be. I know it's a honeydew type morning. Saturdays are right now. Kids will sleep in because it's the first week of school for them. Other kids coming off their second. My kids come out their first. And 12 o'clock, I will sit down. We'll have some lunch. We'll watch maybe make some lunch. Maybe I'm going to make it feel like a Saturday tomorrow.
Mm.
And it is that, but a football Saturday.
Yeah.
Watch that. And then I'll flip it to golf. I'll flip it to round 3. Do that. And then I'll probably nightcap it or whatever else going. I'll nightcap it with the Stanford Hawaii game.
I think I got pretty much the same thing going on. I do have my fantasy football draft tomorrow.
Oh.
Did we ever go over fantasy football names?
No, we're going to do that.
Okay.
We have
because I haven't decided mine for this year. So
let's see. Well, I've got it right here. We got a few moments left to hang out. You're a Patriots fan. But it depends. Like I want to make sure on that though. If you want a Patriots name, because Coach Jody yesterday said, I don't have any of those guys on my team. So we got to make sure we do this right, whether it be a Patriots or who your quarterback. A lot of these get named after a quarterback. Where's the Patriots? Patriots. Here we go. Mother May I? Drake May. I like it. I like it. Diggs in a blanket. Come on. Good stuff. Hula Hooper. I don't have to guess, do I?
No.
Ernesto, what's up, my man?
Not much. There used to be a time when Rhino Mike used to call in, and you'd have to guess. And there was another guy that used to call in all the time and talk about baseball predominantly.
Yeah. Yep. Gary Jerry.
Yeah, like Jerry. I haven't heard him in a while. But hey, I'm going to call in twice. My son got his report back on his ankle. I'm going to give the doc a little analysis of it. So it's going to be a 2 for today, but I'm going to be quick.
I love it.
You guys got to be excited. Nebraska football. Time to start talking about the volleyball, like y'all said. The Knights linebacker, Kelly Lawson, he's a sleeper. You're going to have to watch him. I know you'll have to look at the face of the one who shall not be named at some of those games, but watch that kid. He's good.
I'm on it.
And what's happening to the board ops?
I don't know,
What is going on? Stop letting Will Wilson. Go ahead.
I said they're losing their edge. They're a little lackadaisical. I think it's me.
Yeah, no, I don't. You know what I think it is? They need to stop letting Will Wilson heavy pour them every night, when they go out. And don't touch the limes, by the way. Hey, and YZ, I can commiserate with you, man. I used to be a board op in the like 1986 at WEJZ, like 96.1, like elevator music. I DJ'd a New Year's Eve party, and I had to be on shift at 6 a.m. I was completely hammered and had to get a ride there. Luckily, I made it on time and didn't lose my job because I was also mixing at another radio station on the weekends too, but I threw down that night. Mm-hmm. YZ, you're getting busy in the place to be. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Ernesto. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so we're going back to this fantasy football name. We had a few moments left here before we get Dr. Dane Todd in the house. Are we going with Patriots names? Who's your quarterback? Who's the quarterback? Because a lot of these teams get named for their quarterback.
Who am I going to draft?
Well, yeah. Well, you need a name. Well, let's just go through your Patriots.
Okay.
Well, and what pick do you have?
I don't know yet.
No, it's not been released yet.
Mm-mm.
Ours has been released, but ours is on next Sunday.
Well,
Following, so not this Sunday, the following, like the day 31st.
It's an in-person draft. So they're
Oh, it's so much fun.
Is it? I've never done it before.
In-person draft. Sit there, you do all your picks in front of everybody.
Yeah, but they're having like a board and everything, and like
Bro, I've been blessed to be on this same fantasy for 4 to 5 years now, and that's what we do.
Okay.
Tables are all set out, computers all get plugged in, food gets delivered, all that stuff. We got a big board. They have cards, and you pick. The pick is in. You announce it and go.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Never done it before.
Awesome. You'll love it. Just pace yourself on your beverages. Well, if you're going with Patriots, let's just say you got a Patriot because you're a Patriots fan.
Yep.
Mother, may I?
I like that.
Diggs in a blanket. Travion and the Hendersons.
He might make my fantasy team, so I like that one.
DeMario brothers.
Mario Douglas, yeah.
Devontae's Inferno. Return of the Mac Hollins.
Ooh. Shout out Henry T.
Yep. Kendrick Bourne Identity. Hula Hooper. Just some of the few.
Yeah.
Just some of the few.
I don't mind those.
For your Patriots. Locally, well, for Chiefs, because I know like people like this. Jeez. Of course, number one's Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Ugh.
Rashee Rice-A-Roni. We're not worthy. Bad Juju. The Butker did it.
We don't want to have any Chiefs names though. We don't like the Chiefs.
I'm gonna have to look at mine. Our names stay the same. We're in a 2-keeper league. I mentioned that before. I'm keeping the same quarterback for like the last time I can keep him. CJ Stroud.
I
have Stroud.
I might have to keep my name going from what I've had the past couple years. So when we first started this league, so my sister's in the league and her name is Blair, and I made my name Blair Smells. And then last year, I think I made my name Blair Still Smells. So now I think I need to keep that going for year 3, but I don't know what I would make it.
Yeah, those practice players, they can hoop. I just thought it'd be a sweet punishment for them. It says you need to have high school basketball experience. I wasn't going to tell you guys. I was going to have to see if you do it. Got to be a student. Got to have high school experience.
Yeah, I haven't played competitive basketball since like the YMCA days. So they would absolutely work me.
Oh my gosh, Kobe! If you draft Michael Penix, that'd be the best name ever. He wants to know if you like his name.
Oh yeah, I brought it up.
I want to say the name, but I know I'd mess it up and actually say what they did to him.
We do have a 7-second delay, so I could
unsolicited Penix picks. There you
go. Just in case.
Whew.
Gotta enunciate that one.
That's really good. Coming up, we'll have Dr. Dane Todd. We'll talk a ton of Huskers with him. The transition. I want to talk about more of the transition they're going through from in a camp to installation time. It's a mind flip. And how many least amount of reps now that some of those guys are getting based on where they're at in the season, leading up to 6 days away. Sit back, relax. Doc is here. We'll be right back with Dr. Dane Todd.
And hear it on KFOR.
It's Schaefer's Labor Day Savings Event. Take advantage of store-wide savings, interest-free financing, and special Labor Day cashback rebates. Take the labor out of laundry day with Electrolux front-load laundry pairs. These top-rated machines are loaded with features. Save $900 on the pair. Plus, buy one pedestal, get one free. And a $200 rebate. That's over $1,300 in savings. Hurry in for the Labor Day Savings Event going on now at Schaefer's, 48th and R. Lincoln.
Is your advertising plan loud enough?
Did you know that radio reaches a much larger consumer base than television and social media?
And does so at a much more efficient price point.
Radio also dominates the audio medium, dwarfing podcasts and pure plays.
Wouldn't it be nice to reach more customers with more audience targeting, all for less money?
Is your advertising plan loud enough?
To speak to a local marketing consultant and learn more, go to advertiselincoln.com.
That's advertiselincoln.com.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
You've got your very own handyman to help remodel your home.
At Handyman Home Remodeling Center, we're proud to carry a wide selection of products that are made right here in the USA.
That's right. From bathroom vanities to showers, American-made products offer outstanding quality and dependable support when you need it.
Birch vanity cabinets are handcrafted with pride and passion in Iowa, with strong dovetail joints and gorgeous rich stains.
We've seen firsthand how well these products hold up. They're built with true craftsmanship and care. And when you choose them, you're investing in something that will last.
At Handyman, we've helped thousands of homeowners find the right American-made products for their remodels, and we can help you too.
And in August, all vanities are on sale.
Save $50 all month long. For the very best in bathrooms, come to Handyman under the arch on Sun Valley Boulevard, Lincoln.
Handyman.
Hi, this is Jeff Mull with Visit Lincoln. In year 2 of the newly expanded Big Ten Conference, Visit Lincoln and the destination marketing organizations representing all cities of the Big Ten have continued their initiative designed to encourage visitation beyond attendance at athletic events. Working with destination experience technology company Bandwango last year, the group partnered to develop a digital passport featuring the top 10 attractions for each of the 17 Big Ten cities representing 18 schools. The free passport will go live in a week or two and is easily accessible from a mobile device. The passport highlights a mix of what makes Lincoln a great place to bring the family and enjoy offerings of a big city while keeping the small town feel and hospitality. The addition of coastal schools and cities to the Big Ten means there are exciting new communities and spots for Husker fans and fans of other Big Ten teams to visit and enjoy the upcoming college season. I'm proud of tourism in our community, and it's one more thing I enjoy about life in Lincoln. I'm Jeff Mull.
Lincoln's local news, talk, sports, and weather station. FM 101.5, 1240 AM, KFOR, and KFRX HD3, Lincoln.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Minutes ago, President Trump was asked about the raid taking place today at the home of his former national security advisor, John Bolton. Trump said he didn't know anything about it, but added of Bolton,
he's not a smart guy, but he could be a very unpatriotic guy. I mean, we're going to find out. I know nothing about it. I just saw it this morning.
Bolton has been highly critical of President Trump during his second term. Sources familiar with what's going on say the search could be in connection with classified documents. The president has been pressuring Fed Chair Jerome Powell to lower interest rates, and today we got the clearest indication yet that such a move could be coming soon. ABC's Brian Clark with more on a speech Powell began about an hour ago.
Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell did not directly say that interest rate cuts are coming, but his remarks in Jackson Hole, Wyoming sent a clear signal. The Fed is ready to cut. In his final Jackson Hole speech as chair, Powell said the balance of risks appears to be shifting, which, quote, may warrant adjusting our policy stance. The Fed's been widely expected to announce a rate cut next month, even though Powell noted Friday that inflation is still too high. Brian Clark, ABC News.
The markets have been rallying after the speech. The Dow is up almost 900 points. As Israel pushes ahead with its offensive in Gaza City and continues blocking the widespread distribution of humanitarian aid, famine is now official in Gaza.
This is a 59-page report which has been published by the Global Monitor for Food Security. It's called the IPC, and they have 5 phases for food insecurity. And they say Gaza has now reached the 5th stage, the most acute level.
ABC's James Longman. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth authorizing the latest National Guard troops arriving in Washington, D.C. to carry weapons. Lockdown at a Detroit hospital where a man allegedly walked in and shot his wife. He is not in custody. This is ABC News.
What are you doing every day to support your liver? If you enjoy sweets, fast food, alcohol, or take any medications, that's a vital question to ask. Hi, I'm Sherry Torkas, pharmacist and health author. For over 30 years, I've helped people make informed decisions about their health, especially concerning prevention and long-term wellness. Supporting your liver isn't just a wellness trend, it's a daily essential. That's why I recommend Active Liver by New Nordic. It's made with plant-based ingredients like milk thistle, turmeric, and globe artichoke, herbs clinically studied for their protective and restorative effects on the liver. Active Liver blends traditional herbal wisdom with modern scientific research. Not all supplements are created equal. I trust Active Liver because it's backed by science, meets strict quality standards, and delivers true daily liver support.
Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or New Nordic.
A deadly shooting in a southeast Nebraska community. Good morning. I'm Jeff Modes. We're at 77 degrees at KFOR. An investigation is underway in Falls City where police say 2 people died as a result of a shooting that happened Thursday. According to a social media post from the Falls City Police Department, officers were called to the house in the city on reports of 2 people who were shot. And they say that once on the scene, they found a 23-year-old woman and a 27-year-old man dead inside the home. Police said that there's no threat to the public and the shooting is under investigation. No other details have been provided. Citing family and professional obligations, Nebraska State Education Commissioner Dr. Brian Maher announced on Thursday that he's ending his campaign bid for the District 1 seat on the University of Nebraska Board of Regents. Maher announced his candidacy earlier this summer to succeed Lincoln Regent Tim Clare, who decided not to run for another term. Expect a lot of traffic pouring into the Haymarket later this afternoon and throughout the weekend for college volleyball with the AVCA Showcase at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Lincoln Police are also reminding you that access to the Haymarket will be restricted too.
So westbound access to the Haymarket will be restricted at 9th and R, 9th and Q, 9th and P, and 9th and O.
Lincoln Police Public Information Manager Erica Thomas says access will be restricted this afternoon from 4:30 to 6, Saturday from 12:30 to 2, and Sunday from 10:30 to noon. Access to the Haymarket from the south can be done on N Street and Salt Creek Roadway from the north. Thomas says additional parking is available at the festival lot at 901 V Street, and walking access to the Haymarket will be through the pedestrian bridge. Top-ranked Nebraska will open up play tonight at 6 against number 3 Pittsburgh. Full schedule of matches can be found in the local sports section at KFORnow.com. Sunshine today, a slight chance of afternoon thunderstorms, a high 91. Some thunderstorms possible tonight, otherwise cloudy and a low of 66. Slight chance of rain to start the day tomorrow, then clearing skies and a high of 81. Slight chance of rain Sunday, partly sunny and a high of 73. 77 now. I'm Jeff Motes, KFOR News.
Imagine what you could drive. A sleek new SUV, a sporty coupe, or that family ride with all the bells and whistles. At Liberty First Credit Union, auto loan rates start as low as 4.49% APR for 49 to 60 months on 2020 or newer models. With no prepayment penalties, low monthly payment options, and local financing, you're in the driver's seat from the start. Apply today at libertyfirstcu.com and imagine the possibilities.
Credit factors apply. Rates, terms, and conditions subject to change.
Is it time to replace your home comfort system? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates, and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing for a free estimate. 467-1111. Bryant.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
He was the Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year and the top-rated fullback in the 2006 NCAA football video game. Now, he's a sports medicine specialist and team physician for the University of Nebraska. Live on the Morning Hookup right now, powered by Dr. Dane Todd. It is Nebraska's very own Dr. Dane Todd.
Welcome back to the Morning Hookup. Happy Fullback Friday. Dr. Dane Todd in the house. What up, boys? I just love that song. I just getting started. Like, we're 6 days away from Husker football. We're 26 hours roughly from the start of college football tomorrow.
Does it really start tomorrow?
I know it's
How did I not know this?
Well, it's week 0. You know, they've got these week 0 things, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's a game that I'll watch. It's Iowa State, K-State tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Unfortunately, as Husker fans, we'll all probably watch, or a lot of us will watch it, and we're going to see where it's at and want to throw up.
Yeah, that's totally fair and reasonable.
Dublin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot. That's in Dublin. That's right.
So you will have football tomorrow.
Yeah.
So plan accordingly. I told everybody that I will plan the way as it's a normal football Saturday. Like we're going to make some food.
Oh,
we're going to lock in.
I love that.
Let's just do a little training exercise tomorrow to get the family back right.
Yeah, it's a warm-up.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's
Take the day tomorrow to do a warm-up.
Yeah, all day. I love that. I love that.
There's 5 or 6 games tomorrow. I mean, none of them. I mean, the most important game that you'll watch is the first game. It's number 22 versus number 17. Iowa State 22, K-State 17.
You know what? That's actually pretty impressive, though. They're both ranked. Which
if you look
a
at
little disappointing for me, also. Though.
I know, but and weird to me, if you look at it in the landscape of college football, and I know it's only week 0, that could turn into a Big 12 elimination game of the football playoff.
That's perfect.
Right away.
I love that
because it looks like they'll probably only get one out of there.
You should make Bama and Georgia play first every year.
Game
Michigan, Ohio State, first game every single season.
You imagine if they flipped those schedules upside down and you went backwards like that.
I want you to just crush dreams, right? Immediately, or at least put the pressure on to whoever lost to actually play well the rest of the season. You know, if you did that, right, what you may end up seeing is then Georgia and Alabama, right? I'll bet that what you'd find is like whatever like Mercer University they're going to play as their like second to last game. Wouldn't surprise me if they somehow finagle a change in their schedule like that exact season to put on a team that's you can't beat with your 5th string guys by 400 points because they know a game will actually matter.
Now we're going to get to that.
I love this. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Because
did I stoke the fire already?
Well, it's been finalized finally. See how it goes because the SEC athletic directors adopted a 9-game conference schedule.
And they used to have 8?
They're going to have to eliminate that Mercer.
Oh, thank goodness.
They're going to next season, 26-27, they announced on Thursday, they're going to move it to 9 games.
Oh, good. And a 10th Power 4 game required. Okay.
Yep.
Good.
There you go. So we'll get to that. We'll talk about that coming up with the doc. I want to dig in this a little bit with you. We have Moats come. Moats is going to call in here in a little bit. He's out on assignment today, but we will have Jeff Moats coming up. You in fall camp. It's a different season because you go spring football, fall camp. Everybody's battling it out. What does that transition look like? Because there is a closure to fall camp. It's different than the day after. Because he said, Coach Rule said that scrimmage ended on Saturday. Fall camp is over.
Yeah.
Walk off the podium. What does that look like? Because now battles are done. I think 2 things happen. One, you're starting to get your 1-on-1s. Your 2s are getting less reps now. And if you're in 3s, you're kind of watching a little bit more because I think that's hard now because of the player development that we talk about isn't happening.
Yeah. You're getting, honestly, like you're actually probably getting less 1-on-1s now than you were during fall camp. Right. And so all your ones on ones, your twos on twos were happening, and then a smattering of your like 1v2 happens during fall camp. In reality, at least when I was playing, right? And I think most of the time now your threes are always kind of playing against the threes, right? And then there are some guys shuffling a little bit back and forth there up to the twos. But as you go into the season, then you start to get more 1v2 action, except for some like situational stuff. And then what the other thing that happens is you start getting scout team, right? And so then you have your ones and twos versus your scout team stuff.
Those poor scout team,
which is starting to happen, right?
They're just out there getting beat up.
Yeah, and so it's much more like refining things as opposed to trying to figure it out, right? To begin with, and at that point, then your depth chart changes happen based on what goes on in the actual games, and then injury wise, right? And that's where the depth chart kind of starts to shuffle around. So you won't see much change of anything until after the first game, even then after the second game, right? And then by mid-season, though, like everything's locked, right? Like there's no making dramatic changes at that point.
Minus a major injury or something like that.
That's the only change that happens.
I felt like
then.
that was probably maybe even like sooner. You feel like it's all right. Because I look at depth charts or start whatever, it's like a baseball lineup. You need to set your lineup pretty quick for a season to be consistent throughout.
Yeah. And the other thing is
you don't want to be flip-flopping back and forth. And obviously during game, now here's your starters, here's your twos. There's the evolution of, because I think the offensive line and more the defensive line this year, you're going to see a heavier rotation up front.
Yeah.
Not the big-time snap counts that we saw last year.
Yeah, I don't think you will, because I just don't. I honestly think that it's just a little more even, right? Which is a good thing. But the other reason why you don't see changes is because, again, you're not doing a ton of 1v1 stuff, right? And so it's not like you're really comparing things as well, like during the season, right? And you just have better metrics to go off of, right? Watching your ones play against another team's ones than you do, watching your ones play against your own ones. It's just totally different. So it's the whole, like, as I tell athletes, I say, who are wanting to go to college, right? But they're recovering from some injury or surgery or something, and they really want to go back early. Well, or they want to go to these showcase camps or whatever, right? Which would be early, right? And I always tell them, I said, listen, you're a sophomore or junior in high school. You haven't played any meaningful time yet in high school. I said, nobody cares how you do in the showcase camp. What they need is game film, right? Like you can have, you coach baseball, right? It's great. You got a kid out there on the mound who, throws well, right? And practices well and goes to all these showcases and things. But if he doesn't play in a single real game, does anybody really care?
Nope.
No, nobody cares.
Shouldn't.
Right. They shouldn't. Right. I mean, there was a kid, I won't say his name, right? But he would do the walk-on tryouts every year at Nebraska and it's all testing based. And he would blow everybody out of the water testing based. That's when they use the old point system.
Yeah, he's
right?
a good test taker.
Oh my God. And he would literally score above 500 points on every one of the tests, right?
Cool.
Which is very unusual, right? He would get cut at the end of every spring ball because he couldn't play football, right? He was athletic. He couldn't play football, right? And so he would be there during spring and then he'd get cut. And then he'd be there during spring and then he'd get cut. So at the end of the day, you just need game film to judge guys.
Another thing as you lead into the season, and we'll have Mozi here in a little bit. How hard was it? Because it's less physical now than it's ever been based on the regulations of practice and things like that. How hard was it to maintain the physicality of the game? for you guys once the season started? Because I often like to call these weeks for some players, this is bubble wrap week. Because there's some by the way, QB1's in a bubble wrap right now.
Yeah, QB1's been in a bubble wrap the entire fall,
okay,
right?
Let's just be honest. There's other guys like that are bubble wrapped.
Yeah.
But maintaining physicality is pretty tough throughout seasons right now because you're not going in because you're going to play a game on a Thursday. Then you got to go and you got to get ready for the next game. And then that's difficult.
Yeah, no, you'll have full padded practices. We used to do it 2 days a week. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, that's when Callahan would have us actually off on Mondays, right? More of an NFL style schedule. Or at least we'd go full pads on Tuesdays and then a shell on Wednesdays or uppers only. Those are pretty physical, right? But you're not live scrimmaging, right? And so that's a little bit different. So, but yeah, it changes from a physicality standpoint because honestly, the games just take a lot more out of you. Right? They just take such a big toll on you that by the end of the season, if you're just wailing away on each other at every single practice, you're not going to have anybody left.
Just interesting as we're leading up to that stuff because there's so much that goes into this whole gamut of things that it's mental wise understanding because it's these games are about mental aspects of this thing. Like I think the physicality thing to me, looking at a football player, is one of the hardest things mentally to keep preparing for because you're not getting the contact because you're trying to stay healthy.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
right? Kids.
Oh yeah.
I always think about like things like a sport or a skill. You have to do them over and over to get good at them.
Yeah.
Like if you're a baseball player, you want to be a good hitter. What do? You hit.
Yeah.
You're a basketball player. You want to make shots. You shoot whenever you can.
Yeah.
So the physicality stuff, if you can't do it,
yeah,
mentally you got to prepare yourself that I'm going to go and get after it every Saturday.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I still remember when Coach Callahan came in our first year or the first start of the season there, Randy Jordan was the running back coach at that time. And he only ever played running back. Right. And I loved Randy Jordan. Right. But he wasn't much of a fullback coach. Right. And those first couple of games during warmups for the games, because you're trying to take hits off running backs, right? Because they're about to get pounded, right? We didn't do any blocking stuff. And Steve Krewall and I, after those first couple games, were like, man, we'd start off that game and not be like ready to hit people, right? And so Steve and I had to go off on our side when the guys were doing stuff and just hit each other, right? Like you just had to go hit each other, right? Otherwise, you're just not warmed up for it. And it's the same way throughout the season. You just got to get used to it, right? Like for my hockey stuff, we just ran a little body contact clinic a week ago, right? And part of it was just getting kids used to hitting each other, right? Like you just run into each other is what it is, because it's different. It is absolutely different than just running routes on air or just, tagging off, right? Absolutely different.
Talk about that difference, because I think there's a unique situation at tight end. You have a converted quarterback, athletic as all get out, 6 foot, whatever. I think he's a unique player. One, that he's a former quarterback that might be able to read some defenses at tight end. But when you're not a contact type player, turning into a contact player.
Yeah, no, it's
right, because he got hit a lot when he's a quarterback. Let's just be honest, but not like he's going to get hit.
Right. It's a different type of battle, right? It's one thing to run into somebody trying not to fall down, right? Or get tackled, I should say. It's another thing to engage somebody and keep moving, right?
Yeah, because you were engaging. You were when the ball snapped. If you weren't getting it for a 1 yard stumble.
Yeah, right.
I am so wrong. But you were looking like, I know I got to get that guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to engage.
Yeah, you're going to hit somebody and move them out of the way. And it's and turns out they're planning on hitting you too.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, well, they know listen, like, The linebacker at USC, you knew that you had to go hit Ray. What's that his name?
Oh, Ray Malaluga.
And he knew he had to come. He knew you were coming for him.
He knew exactly what was about to happen, right? Like they knew, those defenders, they know where we're going, right? They know what's happening, right?
So they're
just like
engaging,
we
too.
know where they're about to go, right?
Yes.
And so there's no secrets, right? You ain't sneaking up on somebody.
He doesn't know I'm coming after him.
Yeah, exactly, right? You ain't sneaking up on someone, right? And turns out they don't want to get beat up either, right? and so it really is like, which one of you is angrier, right? Is what it boils down to. And so it definitely takes a different mindset shift to go from playing quarterback to playing tight end or playing any sort of position to blocking. Look at wide receivers, right?
Oh.
How valuable is a wide receiver who is a good blocker?
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Example was at Nebraska back in the day when they were running the ball a lot. The wide receivers blocking on the edges for Nebraska's old style of offense didn't get enough credit.
No, not at all. Not at all. To this day, a good blocking wide receiver doesn't get enough credit, right? Because they're picking off guys that make runs go a long way.
And I still think one of the guys that catapulted that is still down there, Coach Ron Brown.
Oh yeah, of course, right? Because he would coach him to do that, right? And stress the importance of doing things like that. And
that's a lost art at the skill position at the wide receiver spot.
Absolutely. There's this kid on our team named Grant Mulkey, who is this undersized receiver, slot receiver, but tough as nails, would just get blown up over the middle, right? But Grant would go block somebody, right? He had no problem doing it. He would just go run into somebody and make it happen. And turns out he got to play a lot as a result of that, because you could put him out there at any time in any situation and he would do the job.
Oh man. So that's good
Sometimes
stuff.
As a wide receiver blocking, excuse me, it's not even like, putting somebody in the dirt. It's just getting in the way and opening up a lane for the guy to run.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's other little things like, so this happened when we were playing Iowa State once. We had this funny play where I actually motioned out of the backfield and just ran as fast as I could to get as far to the sideline as possible, just to pull somebody out of the box, right? And turns out that's a corner, right? The play's going the completely other direction, but my job is to go block that guy. Well, turns out I'm going to go block somebody. So I went and chopped down this corner and the wide receivers got blown up for it in meetings the next day, because here's a fullback running out there 50 yards away from the play, right? Who has no business being able to catch up to a cornerback, right? And I chopped him right down. And they hadn't done that yet that year, right? On that exact same scenario. And so those guys got blown up. Like, how are you going to let this guy who has no business doing that go and do that? Well, it's because that's all I knew how to do, right? And so that's what we were going to do. And if you get people who are willing to do that, those corners will think twice about like engaging, right?
Yeah.
If all of a sudden you're going to be on their knees.
Yep. Awesome. Great stuff. We're going to keep this conversation rolling with Dr. Dane Todd. Moats is in and out. We don't know pressure. He's at a pressure that starts at 10:30. We might have him here in a little bit. Don't know. But when we come back, Theo, what's up? Not going to volleyball tonight. I'll be there Sunday. There is a question coming in from an elder gentleman who wants to talk about hips. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more with Dr. Dane Todd when we return. Oh, hips. Morning, Megan.
I love how you just called him an older gentleman.
Older gentleman. Gentleman and a scholar.
Seasoned individual.
Yes. Gentleman and a scholar.
No longer young nor spry. Moderately spry.
Yeah,
Moderately spry, actually.
I think he has hip questions because he's been playing a lot of softball.
Yeah. Well, that's why we don't do active things.
Yeah. He is playing. Is it? Yeah. I guess he's justifying it because it's senior leagues.
Yeah. We call that beer league in hockey.
Yeah.
And all roads lead to it. Wayne Gretzky, beer league player.
There's no physical activity. You have physical activity, but there's no real
Yeah.
hitting. It's just
No.
like, let's skate around, guys.
No, don't need that in our lives.
Let's skate around.
I got to go to work on Monday.
Yeah. Let's
You know,
skate around.
I got to go to work. I just need a little
As
exercise.
I would assume some of those guys that you play with, those still take it.
Oh, way too
a different
seriously.
level.
Yeah. No. Well, you get those young guys and they're still athletic, young and spry, right? It's like, man, dude, I haven't done this in 20 years, man. Let's ease up for a second here.
It's a lot like that I related to, like when I get to the point, I'm not there yet. When I have to make a decision of moving up to the senior tees.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to do it.
Oh, you're going to do
I'm
it.
going to stay back as long as I can.
You're going to do it because you're going to be trying to shoot your age at that point. And you know that extra 50 yards is going to count.
Yeah.
That's going to count, man. Dude, have you driven past the country club lately?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's incredible.
I heard it looks good. Heard
Yeah.
they're ahead of schedule.
No.
That's what I heard. That's just what I heard.
They're a
Because
touch-
they made a lot of progress. Like,
Yeah, they're a touch behind schedule
Are they?
because all that rain.
oh,
right?
I
So
forgot
that
about
slowed
the
them
rain.
down.
So no, but they were rocking for a while.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, they sent out an email, said they were about a week behind.
All right.
But they've got grass down in a lot of places already. Like,
Some of the guys I know, guys out there that have made because you miss there's still golf season going on,
Mhm.
right? It's not golf season, but it's still going on. Then the places that they've joined outside there since.
oh, sure. I thought about joining old Wellington Greens over
Yeah.
there,
I
right?
played in a stag yesterday with a member out there.
Yeah.
It's also my insurance and all whatever. Yeah. Fremont Country Club.
Oh, I love
Joined
that.
out there
That's awesome.
from the house. His house, it's the same neighborhood. It's like an hour.
Yeah.
Door to door to an hour.
Yeah.
They joined Fremont.
That's awesome.
You
Good
should-
for them.
Low price. It's crazy the number. That wasn't even so out there. He was telling me, 1,300
For the year. Nice.
No food and bev minimum. Nothing.
Oh, I
Just-
love that.
what
That's
it is.
perfect. Good. That's awesome. One of my PAs, she plays in a golf league at Wahoo
back here.
Country
Yeah,
Club.
sorry.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes, that's why they say every rose has its thorn. Just like
Welcome back in the morning. Hookup.
has its dawn.
Yeah, I was just saying during the stream. I played at the Fremont Country Club yesterday. First time ever. First class, by the way. I played terrible. It's like playing the country club. Tight, shorter course, trees everywhere. But they ran it first class. I played in a stag event yesterday with a buddy, three buddies. Got there, they're grabbing your stuff for you. They got a guy out there. He's got grill going. Burger and brats, baby. Operate.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Like
that.
a burger before the smoke. It honestly felt like a football Saturday event.
That's awesome. I love that.
You know, you just see like from the park, like you see the smoke rising out of the grill. You know,
Dude,
awesome.
It's my favorite when you play an event, right? And then on some random hole,
Yes.
right, they've got a grill fired up and running, hidden in the trees,
Yep.
right? So they're safe from my shank, right?
Yep. Like a little mid snack.
And then there you
mid-round
go.
snack.
You're literally like in the middle of playing a hole, and there you are picking up a fresh off the grill burger,
Yes.
brat, and just crushing
Absolute
it on your way to your next duff.
best.
You know?
And I've also said this: there's nothing better than a at the turn hot dog.
Oh yeah, straight fire.
I don't even make hot dogs at home.
No.
What about 2 hot dogs and a Bud Light Chilada?
$19 down on campus.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the price.
Yeah, it's
I'm actually a little surprised. That sounded a little low to me, right?
His golf round, that's what we had to kick him into. It was 2 hot dogs and a chilada.
Nice.
It
I
kickstarted
love that.
your round though a little bit.
It did. Dane, you're kind of popular today. We got a couple of callers calling in with some questions. First
Yeah, buddy.
I'm a popular guy.
Who is this? Who we got?
we got Ernesto.
Oh yeah,
No,
Ernesto. We
I
got
love
an ankle update.
Oh,
Ernesto, what's up?
Yeah, hey guys. This disclaimer: the opinions given do not constitute medical advice. Should you need formal medical advice, call Dr. Dane Todd's office at 402-484-4012. But his MRI of his right ankle, tibiofibular ligaments, partial thickness tear
yeah.
at the anterior inferior tibiofibular ligament with edema extending superiorly along the synostosis. And those ligaments,
Yeah.
those were intact. Edema was superficial. That's about it.
Dude, I
What you
love
got?
that. You got a mild high ankle sprain right there, baby. You're a little rest, ice, and compression, and a tincture of time away from that being no problem at all. It's going to take a few weeks. It's going to take a few weeks, though, for sure.
How long till he's back surfing the tubes again?
Honestly, once that pain goes away, walking around normally, get back on.
Will do. Dr. Dane Todd, the one and only. If I need knee surgery, I'm coming to Nebraska. Woo!
Nessa, you're the best. I think you could actually do your next commercial.
I know, honestly,
That was pretty
dude,
good.
he killed it right there.
Ernesto's
Ernesto's the
memory
man.
if we had it like written down.
Also, Few, what's up? True story. He said, "Be kind, you whippersnappers."
He spelled whippersnapper wrong, by
Yep,
the way.
he did.
Just to point that out. Sorry to you.
You can speak into these things now, Few.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
He did want to ask. I don't know what the exact question is. Talking about hip flexors.
Sure.
I know. I'll help him out. Few. I know you might be hurt. Hip, whatever. It's you. It's hurt. Hip flexors. He's old.
He's old.
Plays old man softball. He pulled his hip.
Yeah. Classic. Sounds about right. Yeah.
What do we need about hip flexors? Do you pull them? Do you tear them? What happens to a hip flexor?
Right.
And I bet you Theo was playing first, trying to stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's pulls, strains, and tears are the exact same thing. Okay. Like you might as well use the same word for all three of them. It doesn't matter. Okay. It's like broken or fractured, right? Like everybody wants to make a big deal between them. No, they're the same thing.
It's broke.
Okay? So your hip flexors are a set of various muscles in the front of your hip that help you bring your knee to your chest. Let's put it that way, right? Flex it up. And it's pretty common to end up getting strains of those, tears, pulls of those when you're running. Basically, that's typically the time when it happens, because you're trying to cycle through faster than you should probably.
Yep, that's when it happened for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a 400 runner and I tried to run a 100 way too fast. Got about 50 meters and I said, "Oh, that does not feel right."
Exactly, right? Because you're going from a extended position to a flex position and you're pulling that through really hard, right? And so the treatment for them is exclusively non-surgical. You don't operate on them. All you do is you stretch, you keep them moving, and you give them a tincture of time, and they eventually get better. The anti-inflammatories, that kind of stuff with it, but it's like any sort of muscle strain or tear. It's going to take several weeks for it to actually resolve. It's better to keep muscle strains and pulls and tears moving than it is to just lay up and decide you're not going to do anything, because all that does is encourage scar tissue formation and stiffness, and then that makes it even more prone to happening again in the future. So you actually want to work those things gently, right? I always tell people that pain is your guide. Having soreness is okay. Having pain is not. And so if you're having pain, you need to back off. If you're having some soreness that dissipates, you're fine. So yeah, that's kind of hip flexor muscle strains in a nutshell. See them all the time. People get sent in for almost everybody ends up having an MRI at some point before they see me, right? Where they get told they have a labrum tear in their hip and their life's going to end because of it. But fun fact is 90% of normal 16-year-olds that we pluck out of a high school have labral tears in their hip. And so guess what your problem probably isn't.
So what you're saying to help prevent this at all ages, and especially in some older ages, stretching really helps.
Turns out that stretching and general flexibility, I tell this to my kids all the time and my little hockey kids all the time, and that is stretching will prevent injury and increase athleticism. So if I can make every one of those kids faster by literally just having them stretch. I don't have to do anything else, and they will be faster when they're done.
Now that brings up a debate I've had with not a debate, just a question I've had with other people. My brother-in-law is a marathon runner. He's run a couple half marathons. Do you suggest stretching after or before Doing physical exercise.
After. So before physical exercise, you actually want to do more of a dynamic warm up, where you're getting the muscles warmed up, everything loosened up without statically stretching things. There's actually really good evidence that static stretching prior to exercise or competition decreases performance. Post exercise or being warmed up, stretching actually has the most benefits for you, and you can also gain more from it. And so if you're actually going to just stretch for the sake of stretching, yeah, it's fine it's okay to do it cold if you're just, that's all you're going to do is we're just going to stretch today, right? But if you're really looking to make gains and progress with it, the thing to do is actually get warmed up, right? Like do some stuff for about 10-15 minutes or so to get your muscles warmed up and loosened up, and then stretch, right? But the best possible time to do it is after you've worked out.
Speaking of Dr. Dane Todd, Dane, real quick before we go, another break, we're going to do one more. A lot has been made about grass versus turf.
Yeah. You're asking about it?
I am, because I know people are like, well, what's the difference? Because Nebraska, typically, probably more, it sounds like more than others, but I'm sure it's not just Nebraska, with the turf that we practice on, a lot of documented soft tissue type stuff, knee injuries, all that.
Yeah.
Going to grass, will there be a difference? Is there a difference, grass to turf? It sounds like there could be. To me, grass just sounds like it'd be a lot easier to fall down and get tackled on, and it hurts less.
A little slipperier at times, right? So there's various studies on that are kind of, they go both directions, right? There are some that show that grass is better. There's some that show that turf is better. There are some that show that there's no difference between the two. I've kind of always taken the opinion that good turf is better than bad grass, and good grass is better than bad turf, right? So if you have good turf that behaves like grass and isn't concrete or overly sticky, or you have good grass, right, that isn't overly slippery, overly hard, right? Because that's a big problem you run into, is it being too hard or too firm, based on the soil and everything else. Then it's all going to even out in the wash. Injuries are unavoidable. There's no such thing as an avoidable injury. So I was actually at an orthopedic conference in July, and Urban Meyer was the keynote speaker. Okay, which was honestly, it was actually really interesting listening to him. It was strange to sit there and like realize that most of what's coming out of his mouth you probably can't trust, right? But he actually did say something really interesting about when he was at Ohio State and they won the national championship. And he said that one of the biggest keys to them winning the national championship that year was that they had no soft tissue injuries. Now, when he says that, what he's talking about are hamstring pulls, muscle pulls, like track style strains, right? Because he specifically said you're going to have some ACLs and some shoulder dislocations and other things that are going to create injuries. But we didn't have those due to all the things they were doing to work with the players, right? So I was sitting there thinking, yeah, you're exactly right. If you can avoid getting those strains and things that they don't sound bad, right?
They're
but
just
turns out
nagging.
that a high-speed cornerback, right, who blows their hamstring, they're going to miss 4 to 6 weeks, right? And then it's going to be irritable the entire season, versus, unfortunately, you're going to have guys who get ACL tears. You're going to have guys who dislocate their kneecaps. You're going to have guys who, dislocate their shoulders. Like, you're just going to have that.
It happens.
Yeah. There's no magic turf. There's no magic grass. There's no magic nothing that's going to prevent that in any sport.
Good. I think that's just a question. A lot of people are like, what's the difference? And like, you touted the grass. Right?
Yeah.
Some people might disagree there's magic grass, but
yeah, no. But if you can lessen your risk, Sure, it makes
Sure.
sense, right? Do I fully believe that there's enough of a difference? Like, no, I don't, because no matter what, you're going to have some of those injuries, and you would need massive numbers to study it and actually controlled situations, which every grass field is different. Every turf is slightly different based on the way that it's maintained and put in and drained, and was it wet and everything else. So I think it's just too hard a thing to study, but I think it's something they're trying to look into. I just think there are too many non-modifiable risk factors in order to be able to look at it.
Awesome stuff. Thanks, Dane, for doing that. Let's take a break. When we come back, guess what just got released? It's when you hear that, it's like one of two things in Nebraska you think about when it's football season. One is black shirts. That's not the answer. Depth charts out. There's a few surprises. We'll talk about that when we return. But it's out there on Twitter if you guys want it. We'll talk about it. But left tackle, big time surprise. Who's at the 3 spot, by the way? Just give you a little point there. And your defensive end, apparently he's ready to go.
Oh, wow. Before we get into that,
There's a lot less orders on there than I thought, by the way.
Before we get into that, we had a caller. She wants to ask about. She wants to ask Dane about the Michigan sanctions.
Okay.
Was there like
they don't go far enough? Give them the death penalty and move on.
You see Urban Meyer's response kind of to it?
The NCAA has no teeth anymore, right? Yeah, wasn't that what it was?
Then he also said, if I can find this. Let's see. He questioned. Now, this is an interesting question when you start looking at it, because typically when these things happen, coaches get away with it because they can move on, right?
Yeah.
He questioned whether the NFL should have the lateral move to suspend John Harbaugh. The NFL should do something and suspend him.
Oh, that's what Urban said? Interesting.
He said that on his podcast.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He alluded to when Jim Tressel was fired at Ohio State that they were given a suspension. Roger Goodell, Commissioner of the National Football League, came out and said they were going to honor that suspension with Jim Tressel.
Interesting.
Knowing that the Colts stayed away from him.
Right. Yeah.
Just interesting.
A lot more upperclassmen on the depth chart than we've had in the past.
Yeah.
A lot more upperclassmen than we've had in the past.
If Winery can show something, he is just a physical freak. 6'7", 265. That's just a pure athlete right there. Oh my God.
Well, it's a large human being.
Good God.
Now, I can't remember if in football we still do numbers like they do basketball, though. Is everybody actually only 6 feet tall?
He's 6'10".
Yeah.
Or he's 6'4".
Yeah, exactly right. Although
Welcome back to the Morning Hookup. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Fullback Friday. Boy, when we went to break, shockwaves, the depth chart came out. Everybody loves a good depth chart. You're probably to look at it and go, well, there's a bunch of oars. Yes, there are some oars out there. But it's always unique to start looking at the battles that have been going on and how those battles either turned out, maybe not on the field, maybe off. I have no idea. We were told a lot about, or not told a lot about, the left tackle battle.
Yep. Yeah. No. Then Gunner winning the spot.
Gunner or Gunner. It's like an or.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got,
exactly.
The way
You
it's
got all
listed,
three in a row.
I do believe that the way it's listed is the way it's listed.
Yeah, I do
in my
think
opinion.
there's something to that.
That's just me. I don't know how the coaches do it, but if you look at that depth chart, you've got Gunner, Turner, Cochran, and then Elijah Pritchett.
Yeah.
In the 3 spot.
Yeah. And that's not an alphabetical
because you thought you had
order.
heard that battle was between Gunner and Elijah, and because Cochran was returning back from injury, getting back to full strength.
Well, so was Gunner.
Yep. So interesting as you look at that as that progresses. Why you saw the defensive end? There's an or on that one too, by the way.
Yeah.
Butler said that Nori was going to play. I don't think any of us thought maybe he was going to be on the top of the depth chart.
Yeah. No, I mean,
with him and Cam Linhart going or.
It's a much older group than we're used to seeing, right?
Yep.
You know, so
with by the way, I believe the youngest team in the Big Ten.
Right. Yeah, but a lot of juniors and seniors on the list this year. Don't get me wrong, right? There's still tons of freshmen and redshirt freshmen, but more in your starting roles, a lot more juniors and seniors than we've seen in the past. So hopefully that bodes well. But in reality, like, who knows, right? Let's watch them play football before we decide how it's going to be.
A lot less oars on the defensive side of the ball when you look at it. A lot more known up there when you look at it with Elijah Judy at nose guard, with Riley Van Poppel right there. Your linebackers have an or between Trenton Shavers.
Yeah.
What a story with Jacob Bauer.
Yep.
Backup linebacker.
What was the story there? I can't remember.
He was a walk-on, if I remember correctly, and he got put on scholarship because he was just busting his tail in practice.
He'll be right behind Javian Wright.
Well, good for him.
Great
I love
story
that.
there. Your tight ends are listed probably in an order. I think you got Lindenmeyer at the top spot there. Harburg and Nelson had the or beside them. Lindenmeyer's got your most experience. That's a room that's going to be a really interesting room.
Yeah.
One, you got Carter. He's coming back off the hip stuff, regaining some form. Got a bigger body right now.
Mm-hmm.
Try to, and that's, you've talked about that, documented. Adding the weight and getting to a bigger body is difficult.
Yeah, it's hard.
So you got to, because you got to play with it.
Got to get used to it. Yeah, definitely.
Harburg evolving into a bigger body as well, into a new spot.
Yeah, but Harburg doesn't look like he's put on much weight. He's always just been a large human being, right? Teddy, 6'10", 320. My God.
He's a guy. Prohaska, I'm rooting for him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're talking about a
so unfortunate
NFL type body.
Yeah.
With a ton of upside that has just been decimated by a couple of injuries.
Yeah.
He's a guy you're rooting for, honestly. If he can stay healthy on that side, and if he becomes that guy, it could be big time.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic.
Dane Key listed your receiver as your one receiver there. Hunter, you got Hunter, Key, and Barney all in the one spot of receiver. Quarterback surprised just a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe in the 2-hole. Maybe in the 2-hole.
Yeah, that's fair. It is.
Dylan Raiola, your QB1, obviously, but Lateef looks like he's number 2, freshman number 2.
Yeah, I had the chance to meet him once. And we'll talk about a nice kid.
Yes. I mean, you and I talked about it because I met him as well. And just the nicest, like, he just engaged with people.
Just such a nice kid. Yeah. So good for him in being in that backup role. Just the nicest kid. So I like it when nice people finish first.
You got that. And then your running backs. There's your list of running backs. No ors. Emmett Johnson, Nelson, Mosey, and then Ives, who's working way back from a soft tissue injury.
Yeah. And with the running backs too, there's just less of an emphasis on guys carrying the ball 30 times a game anymore. And so each one of those guys, I'm sure you end up seeing, and it's so much more situational now that it doesn't surprise. I mean, it is what it is, right? But hopefully you get somebody who can be more of a bell cow, because I think there's something to be said about getting a run back into a groove and giving them multiple carries in a row, as opposed to kind of constantly swapping them in and out.
Locally at Flavor, if you're looking at the safety spot, Caleb Benning, he checks in. It's a number 2, right behind Marcus Buford right there. So, again, there's more out there. It's always interesting to look as you go leading that first game. Who do we have real quick?
Tell you what, I was not expecting this caller. Mr. Ryan 840.
Ryan, well, he gets baited into it. It's always great. What's up, Coach?
Oh, hey, gentlemen. Just had to call the best radio show in the morning.
Oh, man. Appreciate you.
I'm worried about spilling my Roulade all over, though, fellas. I'm drinking that playoff Roulade. I had to call my South Florida brother, call me out. So in honor of him, bleep cancer and keep up the good fight, my man. But, yeah, we got lots to believe in this part of the state, too, man. So just keep up the good work. I am concerned, though, we don't have a bald fullback to ram their head into anybody.
It's true,
so
man.
Other than that, man, I think we're ready, man. And you guys keep up the good work. YZ, Herbs, man, you guys are filling in for the kid nicely. I wasn't sure about you guys, but you keep up the good work. And I'm out, fellas. Get back to it.
Thanks, Ryan, for it. Appreciate it, brother. Be safe out there. That's good stuff.
I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's
What else
the punter is a bit of surprise. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you, it's like another really nice kid. Although Camden Cook too, I mean, legacy guy, right? With Sam. So
it's an interesting deal. I think I'm excited to see that unit just based on the fact that it's going to be a better unit as a whole.
Yeah,
because I think the kickers got a bad rap last year based on the documented issues we had getting the snaps back there. And that's not dogging the kid who was snapping, okay? I'm just saying, like, it's an operation. As Coach Eck told you, 33, 33, 34. That seemed right. 36, whatever it was.
Yeah.
He threw out.
Yeah, no, it'd be good to get that stuff all buttoned up, and hopefully not, it gives you a chance in those tight games, right?
Mm-hmm.
The special teams can be the difference in those really tight games. So it'd be good.
Yep.
But yep, depth chart, great. Here
There
we
you
go.
There's your roadmap. Go play football.
Let's see who plays.
Are we back? We got clinics starting up. Are you back? Are you?
Oh, yeah.
We got football Friday night yet for you? I know tonight my kid's freshman.
Yeah.
At Pies. He's headed to his first. He doesn't play, but it's fall kickoff tonight.
Yeah.
With what they call it a sweat dance or something on the field after. I don't know.
No, I got my first the first game I got to cover is next week. I believe we're starting to run our sports clinics tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought it's kicking off, right?
Yeah, so I believe our sports clinics are starting up tomorrow. So those are from 8 to 10 at our Quick Care at 70th and A Street. So if your athletes get injured on Friday, bring them in early. Bring them in at 8, and one of our sports medicine fellowship trained orthopedists will be there to figure out what is going on. I don't have my sports clinic until September 6th. So if you can hold off for a few weeks,
you
just
get the
come in
opening.
and see me.
You get the night kick on the first home game clinic.
Oh, is that the first? Oh, that is. Yeah. Hey, that's all right. I got to be working anyway, right?
Yeah, that's right. Perfect.
But then I've got a little kid soccer game to go to before that too, so it'll be all right. It'll be okay.
Action-packed Saturday.
Just always.
They're here
every time. Yeah,
they're here.
All sports is amongst us right now. So
6 days away, folks. 6 days away. So boy, that's good stuff. And football's back tomorrow.
Football's back tomorrow, which was news to me.
Speaking of football, Dane, quickly your thoughts on Michigan and the sanctions they got from the NCAA.
Oh yeah, well, as long as it's not Nebraska, I'm all for the death penalty on that. It's the show cause part of things. Like, yeah, it applies to Jim Harbaugh, right? Who's now off in the NFL. So there's not much teeth there.
He's not coming back to
yeah,
college.
I guess it makes it a little hard for those other guys to get jobs, but turns out that some of them already have jobs. So money sanctions, recruiting sanctions, yeah, that'll cause a problem for them, but I don't think that went far enough.
Well, that's Dr. Dane Todd, drdanetodd.com, 402-484-4012. Boy, I'm out for a couple days, by the way. You guys will rock it. But next week it'll be game week. So you guys have a great Friday, great weekend. Catch you on a Monday.